everybody, it's Kelly with Kellyscards.ca, and this is the 5th card in the Everyday Card Kit number 4. I have chosen a pretty neutral baby card. This can either be like a congratulations, this could be maybe the first birthday, or just saying hello. I've included this sweet little sentiment that says, twinkle twinkle little star, do you know how loved you are? But if you want to use something different, feel free. A congratulations, or again birthday, the choice is quite up to you. So using these neutral tones, we can either prepare this card for a girl or for a boy. So to get started, we're going to build upon this yellow card mat, and I've included some strips here. And what I've gone and done is I've gone through my green inks, and I have figured that this cracked pistachio is probably the closest one for this card. And I'm just going to quickly just lightly ink the edges of my strips with the ink. So we'll just go around the edge and add just a very light amount of ink. And then on this strip, which is a little bigger one, is going to be the yellow one. And then this large strip here, we're just going to go all the way around here. Like that. Now this piece, I'm thinking I'm going to cut into a banner, but I'm going to ink it up anyways, just in case we don't, and then we'll have most of the inking done. And we'll ink up our sentiment as well, like that. Now we can start piecing this together, and I had an idea of having it like this so that we could see the yellow stick out from both sides, and the image would come in about there. So now that we've inked this up, we can start placing our strips down. This is going to go nice and flat like this. So I'm going to first put the adhesive on this strip first and line this one up nice, and then I will try to line the others up. And again, I just want a little bit of yellow sticking out. And now I'm going to place the others and make sure that it is where I want it, and that everything's going to be nice and straight. That's fairly good. I'm going to finish adhering the rest of the pieces. And this one here. If you notice this pattern paper, it is the same paper. So there's this on the one side and this on the other, and that's a really good hint to try to make everything, all the colors work. And we'll put that down, and now we've got this all down. Now if you have any extra sticking out, just take your scissors or your paper cutter and go along the edge and just cut off any extra. Okay, so now that the strips are on there and I've cut off my excess, I can actually get ready to put this strip down. At first I thought maybe I'd like a banner here, but I really like this going across this way. Now you can use either side. I think both look really good actually. This way helps the sentiment really stand out from the card, but this is really cute too. We just put this down like this. So as you can see, either is both very cute, and again it's the same paper line as the rest of the paper, so that's why it goes so well. I think I really like these blocks, so I'm going to put those down now, just like so. And then once I have this down, we can put the whole piece down onto the black card base. There, we'll put that down. And again, I have just a smidge hanging over, so I'm just going to cut that off. And I'll go back in with my reinker and just ink up that side that I cut, like that. Now this whole piece can be adhered down now that it's complete. Again, we do all of the papers on top of the main mat first before we put it down so we can cut off the extras. It just looks better and you can kind of get everything perfect that way. We'll take our edges off. And now we're going to place this down. And there, we place that down like that and just rub it on each of the corners and the edges. And now once we close this, we can kind of see that this is all coming together now. So we will do our little image of our little giraffe. And we'll place him onto this little scalloped oval mat. This is a die from Spellbinders, and I use these dies a lot. Now he's going to come in there, and then you'll find a flower and a brad, so just thread your brad through the flower like so, and you can basically put whichever side you want. I like the flower on this side and the image on this side, and again you can kind of put it where you want. If you want it hanging up here, that would actually look really cute too if we tucked this under like this and had that. Let's just adhere this flat like this. We'll just stick out, and again we want the paper coming out of the edge here. If you can see this little edge, we want to have that little edge from this paper just so it all matches up. And now we'll get out our pop dots for our main image. And we can get our image all together, and with the pop dots we can place it just right over the sentiment a little bit, and that will give us some room for our flower to come in. Maybe a little bit right under the do there, the word do, and we'll put that on, and then we'll be able to bring in our flower with a little hot glue here. And I really like that over the strip because it really makes the green stand out. Just pop this up just like that. Now, I wanted to put some bling on this card. I wasn't quite sure because originally I was going to do it here, but maybe along the edge of this strip would be nice. And here is another good tip. If you buy just regular bling and you have an alcohol-based marker like this Copic marker is, you can actually tint your bling the color you want. So as you can see, very simply, I just got a little bit of yellow bling. So I'm just gonna ink this up. Now these will dry quite quickly, so we can use them now. And we can just place it, and you can just kind of play around with where you want it. I don't think I like it in that corner. Maybe it's too busy on the strip. Maybe up here. I'll just add a little bit of bling off that corner. And I think that looks really nice. Now if you wanted, you can use a Wink of Stella on the giraffe just to add some sparkle. I thought of some stickles, but I think some stickles will change the color too much. So you're probably better off with a Wink of Stella if you want to do that. So now just to finish off the inside, we are going to just put our little mat inside. And then you will have the inside of the card done, and you'll be ready to write to your recipient or stamp whatever you want on the inside of this card. So that finishes off the inside. Yeah, that finishes up this 5th card in this series, and this is just such a great baby card. I love the neutral colors of the light green and the yellows and the playfulness of the blocks. Again, this could be for a boy or for a girl. And just as an idea, you could add pink on here if you know it's a girl, like a pink, extra pink flowers. You could add blue if it's a boy. Again, you can add things to the card if you know the gender, and you can really make it specialized for that baby. And even if you know the name, you could do the name down here with either die cuts or stamping. So that'll give you a lot of ideas on how you can really customize this card for who is going to get this card. So I hope you enjoyed this card, and I have one more card left in this series, and that card will be quite a lot of fun with using again scraps and what we can do with our scraps. So you'll have to check out the 6th and final card. But for now, this is the 5th card that is all finished up. I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope that you will stop by for the last card, and I hope you have a wonderful day.